We are part of it. How can they say that we are finished? We have just begun when we have nowhere else to go and we have nowhere else to run. So get out of the way of the land of my dreams. We are the nation, we are part of this. We are the nation, we are part of this. So carry the sign, carry the flag. The future is here. The future is here. Today, yesterday, tomorrow is mine for the taking. The future is here. The future is here. The reason I like this song so much is because there are two words that have been used, that is youth and future, and they've been disconnected for the longest time. And there's somebody who says something in this song, they say the future is not a time machine. The future is me, the future is you, the future is now. This means that we have the capacity to change what happens tomorrow. Not somebody else, but the future is me, and the future is you. My name is Sara Mitaru, and I am a singer-songwriter. I started singing when I was 3 years old. I sang in church for the longest time. I studied business. I had a job. Then one day, I woke up and said, I will not change the world from my desk. So I went to my boss, and I quit my job. I didn't know what I was going to do after that, but I knew that I wanted to sing. Now, I come from a very, very learned family. People are doctors and lawyers and professors in my family, including my parents. And I looked and I said, I want to sing. And they asked me, how will you make a living from music? And I said, I don't know. And I was scared. So I packed my things and I left the country for a short while because I wanted to go and find out for myself. The things that I never tell anybody is I spent 1 year cleaning tables and singing at night. I was a waitress for 2 years as I sang every night. And the more I sang, the more I knew what I wanted to sing about. I was tired of switching on the TV and hearing another sad story about Africa. I was tired. And every time I saw a singer sing, it was the older musicians who were singing about our continent. So I packed my things and I came back home. And I sent emails to very many of my friends and told them I want to sing. I used to write the songs. Sometimes I'd be so broke, I would not be able to pay my rent and those kind of stories that associate with all these things. But I said, this is what I want to do. I want to sing. I didn't just want to sing at a concert with anybody, no. I wanted to sing in front of presidents, not international presidents, African presidents. I wanted to sing in front of people who decide the direction for policy in this continent. The people who decide what kind of decisions are made. Those are the people I wanted to sing in front. And so I spent another year knocking on doors, asking everybody, do you have a conference? I will sing for free. Do you have a conference? I will sing for free. They refused. It had never been done. Who are you and why are you singing at this conference? What will you say? And I sang. And every time I sang, they listened. It didn't matter how controversial the issue was. All I needed to do was sing. And so I sang. And it happened over a period of time that they stopped talking about the speeches that they were doing and they started talking about the songs that I was singing. So you have a member of parliament coming up and saying, as Sarah said, and yet he had a speech in his hand. Then I knew for sure that this is what I want to do for the rest of my life. Being called a United Nations ambassador and a United Nations Habitat Messenger of Truth does not define me. Because if they took those titles away, I would still do what I am doing every day for the rest of my life. And so I do not peg my life on those titles. They allow me to interact with different people in the continent as far as policy is concerned. The most beautiful thing about music is I can be standing here and I can turn to you and I will sing whatever I can and you will have to listen. They say that When Idi Amin was a dictator in Uganda, the women would dance and sing and tell him, you smile with us on one day, but you step on us with your left foot on the next day. I have a story, and I want to share it. And I will continue to share it. If you're an artist, and this is what you want to do, it can take care of you. It can pay your bills. Empowerment does not necessarily mean that I sit and I'm able to share that information with leaders, heads of state, and different policy people in this continent. It means that I can take care of my family, that I can make a living out of it. I do not have to be a banker. I do not have to be a lawyer. I do not have to be a professor. I can be a singer. I can wear my hair in dreadlocks and walk into any office and know that I have a story to tell and they will listen. Every year I pick 4 girls that I spend 1 year with who want to be artists. And I take 1 year, 365 days, and they go with me everywhere. If I'm traveling for a show and I can afford it, they come with me. If they're with me in Nairobi, they stay with me. They come for my shows, because after that I tell them, you must be able to live off this. You must be able to make it work for you as a musician,